I didn't want to go down rabbit holes, but it appears that the transactions for large central banks, such as like the European Union and the United States, the traditional energy flows are going to like be really strained.
Europe
Now,
is fucked, man.
yeah, it's what I've been saying for a long time, but like we don't want to like dilly dally with what the news is because it's kind of like there's just a few stories where it's just in the macro things look relatively poor. I heard that Europe and Germany had secured enough to like heat the homes. However, I've heard that the increased prices are going to be passed on to consumers. But I had heard things from India as well, where in India they're saying, "Hey, Russia, you need to chill." And Russia is kind of like they thought they'd get what they would want to get. Really,
They're losing the war right now.
yeah,
So
and
it's
and
like
then they're hurting their own people, but they're really hurting the European people.
Putin's
They're like
army
people are not
is
gonna
not
like
as
Russian
strong.
people
Yeah.
for a long time. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
I mean,
sad.
even on the like if you follow tennis, like on the ATP tour, like people do not like Russian affiliated people.
Really.
Yeah, where it's like,
And
oh,
it's not their fault
yeah,
that they really just like are like
yeah, they are.
they kind of just cut them.
Like even associate like Belarus, like the Victoria Azarenka, like people, she hasn't said anything about the war or commented on it, and
Well, they might she might be
people
in
are
danger of
well,
commenting.
well,
You don't want to
exactly.
comment against.
But it's also people saying from the other side saying it's like the fact that you're not commenting means you're like kind of too soft. You don't speak up, and it's like you're soft. And I like no action is like says something more than any action. Where it's like
That's like oddly. I mean, I think it feeds back into it. So it feeds
where
into
they
the
just
politics
show,
about
yeah,
different like